The Nagaland Board of School Education has declared High School Leaving Certificate and Higher Secondary School Leaving Certificate Examination 2025 results. The World Malaria Day was celebrated at the Town Hall with Nagaland's Health and Family Welfare Minister Shri P. Paiwang Konyak as the special guest. In Mon District, World Malaria Day was observed on April 25th at the District Hospital Conference Hall. The event was organized by the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, MON, under the theme Malaria Ends With Us, Reinvest, Reimagine and Reignite. The Mokokchung Electrical Subdivision has announced an unscheduled power shutdown of the 33 kV Aulichen to Mokokchung main incomer line on Saturday, April 26 between 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The District Hospital in Tuinsang is organizing a free surgical health camp under the Chief Minister Mobile Operation Theatre Scheme on April 25 to 26, 2025. Hello viewers, you are watching English Primetime. This is Shamita Singha. Here is the news in details. The Nagaland Board of School Education has declared the Higher Secondary School Leaving Certificate Examination 2025 results, with Vikhono Senotsu from Government Higher Secondary School Jotsoma topping the Arts stream with 481 marks. Arti Kumari from Ram Janaki Higher Secondary School Dimapur leading the Commerce stream with 473 marks, and Snigdha Mukherjee from St. John Higher Secondary Residential School Dimapur securing the top position in the Science stream with 467 marks. The Mokokchung Electrical Subdivision has announced an unscheduled power shutdown on the 33 kV Aulichen to Mokokchung main incomer line on Saturday, April 26, between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. This shutdown is due to jungle clearance along the Mokokchung Island area, aiming at preventing unnecessary power outages during the monsoon season. The department has appealed for public cooperation and understanding during this maintenance activity. The District Hospital in Tuinsang is organizing a free surgical healthcare camp under the Chief Minister Mobile Operations Theatre Scheme on April 25 to 26, 2025. The camp will offer various surgeries including minimal invasive procedures, dental and family planning services, completely free of cost. Interested patients should visit the hospital in advance for registration and pre-surgery consultations. For more information, contact the emergency room at 872-9999-595. The Directorate of Industries Commerce, in collaboration with the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade and Grant Thornton Bharat LLP, successfully organized a workshop cum capacity building program for Unnati 2024 in Kohima, Nagaland. The event brought together officials, investors, stakeholders to discuss the Uttar Purva Transformative Industrialization Scheme's benefits and implementation, which aims to promote industrial growth and development in the northeastern region with a budget outlay of Rs 10,037 crore. The workshop featured expert sessions including a special address by ERY Lipongse Thongstar, Additional Director, Industries and Commerce, and a detailed overview of the registration and claim process. The event provided a platform for stakeholders to engage with officials and experts, gaining a clear understanding of the scheme's benefits, including financial support, technical assistance, and market access. The Deputy Commissioner of Mokokchung has announced that the use of drones for still photography and videography has been exclusively granted to Ao Senden for official purposes during the Moatsev Mini Hornbill Festival, scheduled to take place at Mokokchung headquarters from May 1st to 2nd, 2025. As a result, no individual or organizations will be permitted to use drones on these dates, ensuring a smooth and safe experience for festival attendees. The World Malaria Day was celebrated at the Town Hall with Nagaland's Health and Family Welfare Minister Shri P. Paiwang Konyak as the special guest. This year's theme, Malaria Ends With Us, Reinvest, Reimagine and Reignite, emphasizes the collective effort needed to combat malaria. The minister congratulated the medical team for their efforts in controlling the disease and highlighted that everyone has a crucial role to play in the fight against malaria. He also emphasized that malaria is a treatable and curable disease and the changing situation requires continued hard work. The event served as a platform to reaffirm commitment to eliminating malaria. We have a detailed report with reporter Moilong Pom. Let's have a look.
Today we have gathered here to observe the World Malaria Day under a powerful theme, and all of you are aware, malaria ends with us. Reinvest, reimagined, reignite. So this is not only the theme, it is a pledge. When we see that malaria ends with us, reinvest, reimagine, reignite, it is a pledge, not only a slogan. It is more than a slogan, a call to action, and a reminder that each of us plays an important role in global fight against malaria. It is a disease which can be prevented and treatable, yet it continues to claim lives, particularly in our most vulnerable communities, especially in the rural areas. To refresh ourselves, let us look back to the progress report over the last 20 years. From 2005 till 2024, remarkable achievement has been made. Death rate caused by malaria in 2005 was nil. However, in 2006, the death rate shot up to 75 in the state. And it continued to extend the subsequent year, yet relentless efforts of our health workers was made evident as the death rate since 2018 till 24 stands 0. Dear friends, the term malaria ends with us is a declaration of ownership and accountability. The responsibility is not just with health departments, our global agencies. It lies with every one of us, from community leaders to health workers, from policymakers to families in malaria endemic areas. Today we have the power to make malaria a disease of the past. I still have vivid memories of 2023, where Dimapur was suddenly took into a surprise by the dengue. It was about to be considered as even some of the medias, some of the organizations want it to be termed as pandemic or endemic, but we still said it cannot be considered as endemic, pandemic or whatever, as it is a surge. And with the effort of the district administration, with the effort
In Mon District, World Malaria Day was observed on April 25 at the District Hospital Conference Hall. The event was organized by the National Vector-Borne Disease Control Program, MON, under the theme Malaria Ends With Us, Reinvest, Reimagine and Reignite. Special guest SDO Mon Ajit Kumar IAS praised the district's success in fighting malaria, noting that no cases have been recorded since 2021. He encouraged health workers to keep working with dedication. Dr. Abenthang Muri, DVBO Mon, honored top-performing surveillance workers and ASHAs for their efforts. Mon district is now eligible for the Malaria Elimination Certificate. The program included speeches and was attended by health staff, officials, and students. The Department of Youth Resources and Sports has announced Nagaland Next Top Player Season 2, giving young footballers from the state a chance to train for international football. The selection camp will start at 2 p.m. on May 12, 2025 at the Chimukjima Football Stadium, with open trials for registered players. From these, 2 players will be chosen from a one-month training and a trial program with Thonburi United Football Club in the Thailand. The governor will sponsor travel and stay for the selected players. Before heading to Thailand in July, the 2 will also undergo a month and a half of training in Chimukjima under Progressive Sport Consultants. This program follows the success of Misevi Kia, winner of Season 1, who signed with Thonburi United for 8 months. Registration are now open on Instagram via the pages of @Youth Resources and Sports, @scn.tu. Only indigenous players from Nagaland can apply. Nagaland secured a convincing 114-run victory over Sikkim in the group stage of the first NE Little Masters Trophy 2025, held at the ACA Stadium ground in Guwahati, after posting a solid 172/7 in 40 overs, with Sangstu Sunheri in scoring 38 of 103 balls and Ayan Sheikh contributing 22 of 32 balls. Nagaland's bowler dominated Sikkim's innings. Sikkim was bowled out for just 58 runs in 19 overs. Despite Ronak Yadav's unbeaten 17 of 49 balls, Yuhemba picked up 4 wickets for 26 runs, and Eric Ruprio took 2 wickets for 6 runs, earning him the Player of the Match award. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma met with Norway's ambassador to India, May Ellen Stenner, to discuss potential collaboration in green energy, biorefinery, green ammonia, and sustainable aviation fuel. The meeting aimed to strengthen bilateral ties and identity opportunities for cooperation in emerging sectors. Sharma highlighted Assam's green energy initiatives and showcased the state's national and cultural richness, including its 3 heritage sites. He also invited Ambassador Stenner to visit Kasturirangan National Park. The ambassador expressed interest in future collaborations, stating that Norway looked forward to further discussions in areas of common interest. This meeting marks a step forward in Assam's push for international collaboration in sustainability, signaling the state's intent to become a key player in green energy renovation. In Udaipur, Gomati district of Tripura, the donation boxes at the famous Mata Tripura Sundari temple, one of the 51 sacred Shakti Peeths, were opened on orders from the Gomati district magistrate. On February 24, when the main procession box was opened, around 12 lakh was found. According to Kali Das Ghosh, deputy collector and magistrate, exactly 2 months later, officials opened 16 more donation boxes of the temple. The counting continued until 8 p.m. and this time along with Indian currency. Money from Bangladesh, Nepal, America and Saudi Arabia was also found. Officials stated that all donations are used for the development of the temple. A left-wing youth organization in Belonia, Tripura, organized a protest march against drug addiction and the recent Bahalgam terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir, where Pakistani terrorists targeted innocent tourists. The march concluded with a 5-member delegation, including State Committee Secretary Nabarun Deb and Belonia Sub-District Committee Secretary Madhusudan Datta, submitting a memorandum to the additional district magistrate, criticizing the central and Tripura governments and presenting their demands. The organization appealed for support for everyone, regardless of party affiliation, in their upcoming struggle. A 24-hour statewide bandh in Manipur's Imphal Valley was brought normal life to a halt in response to the alleged custodial death of 27-year-old Krishnam Sanja Noba. The shutdown, spearheaded by the Joint Action Committee, saw complete closures of markets, schools and suspension of public transport in Imphal East and Imphal West districts. Sana Jaoba, accused of links to the Grand Nltv Communist Party, died shortly after being admitted to Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences on April 13. The JAC, which submitted a memorandum to the government of April 17 demanding a fair probe, has accused the state of inaction and warned of further agitation if demands aren't met. Security forces were developed in key areas and prohibitory orders were imposed, banning assemblies of over 5 people. The protests are set against the backdrop of ongoing ethnic violence in Manipur, which has claimed over 260 lives since 23 and remained under President's rule. Viewers, will be taking a short break now. Welcome back, viewers. You are watching English Primetime. The Central Industry Security Force has officially taken over the security of Nltv Airport in Mizoram, a strategic location near the borders of Myanmar and Bangladesh, playing a vital role in India's Act East policy. This policy aims to boost connectivity and economic ties with Southeast Asia. Mizoram Director General of Police Anil Shukla formally inducted the CISF in a ceremony at the airport. Initially, 121 CISF personnel led by Deputy Commandment will be deployed, with the strength expected to scale up to 214 personnel, replacing the joint security arrangement maintained by the Mizoram Police and Central Reserve Police Force since 1999. Nltv Airport is now the 69th airport in India under CISF protection, marking a significant milestone as the first ever CISF unit in Mizoram. A 7-member Mizoram delegation led by State Home Secretary Malaria met with Assam officials in Guwahati to discuss the long-standing boundary dispute between the two northeastern states. The talks focused on outstanding issues, technicalities and border specifics that couldn't be thoroughly discussed during ministerial-level talks. Both states aim to prepare groundwork for future ministerial-level discussions, potentially paving the way for a resolution. The border dispute centers around differing interpretation of colonial area notification, with Mizoram citing the 1875 Inner Line Reserve Forest notification and Assam referencing a 1933 survey of India map. The outcome of this discussion may determine the next steps, including potential further official level talks before the next ministerial level meeting. The Border Security Force Meghalaya Frontier has apprehended 78 Bangladeshi nationals and 37 Indian nationals in the first quarter of 2025 as the part of an intensified effort to combat cross-border crime and infiltration along the Indo-Bangladesh border. 6 youths facilitating these illegal crossings were arrested. The BSF seized contraband worth approximately Rs 11.70 crore, including over 750 cattle, narcotics like yaba tablets and ganja, liquor and clothing. Thorough regular field-level meetings were border guards Bangladesh. BSF Meghalaya aims to disrupt organized cross-border networks. Beyond enforcement, the BSF conducted 22 civic action programs and 13 blood donation camps, providing support to local communities in border areas, including free health checkups and essential supplies. A massive forest fire that broke out in the Nadipar forest near Dirang town in Arunachal Pradesh, West Kameng district was brought under control on Thursday evening, April 24, thanks to the joint efforts of the Indo-Tibetan Border Police, local police, fire services, administrative teams and local residents. The fire, which spread across several acres and posed a significant threat to the nearby inhabited areas, was contained without any reported human casualties or property damage. Dirang MLA Purpa Sering praised the coordinated response, highlighting the effective collaboration between civil and military agencies. This incident follows a similar emergency in February where a fire broke out in the Tenga market area and was swiftly controlled by Indian Army personnel from the Gajraj Corps, showcasing exemplary civil-military cooperation in the region. The Manipur police have arrested multiple members of various militant groups across Imphal districts during a series of operations conducted on April 24. The arrested individuals, including Yaikhom Kiran Maite, 28, and Nongthombam Ratan Singh, 48, of the Kanglipak Communist Party (KCP), Thakelambam Prem Kumar Singh, 47, of KCP PWG, Dipakram Sanatomba Mete, 32, and Shabam Sunil Singh, 39, of the Revolutionary People Front's People's Liberation Army, and Hisnam Thomas Singh, 26, Arambam Tomtom, 29, and Ningombam Manau Mete, 44, of the United National Front. The suspects were involved in extortion schemes targeting petrol stations, schools, hospitals, and toll booths. The police seized mobile phones, cash, vehicle, identification documents around the arrest, including Rs 30,000 in cash for Likharpam Sanantomba Mete and Rs 113,910 from the UNLFP members. Over 1,000 tourists are stranded in the Lachen and Lachung region of North Sikkim due to massive landslides triggered by heavy rainfall at Munshithang on April 24. To facilitate their safe return, authorities have mobilized an alternative route via the Sangklang Bailey bridges at Sangkalang, Zonggu. Mangan District Collector Anand Jain, along with Superintendent of the Police Sonam Dechu Bhutia and District Project Officers Karma Dorji Wazarlingpa, are overseeing the relief efforts. Meanwhile, the Sikkim Police Permit Cells have suspended all tourist permits from North Sikkim until notice, effective April 25 due to worsening weather and hazardous travel conditions. Any permits issued for April 25 have been cancelled, and visitors are advised to avoid traveling to affected areas and cooperate with emergency personnel. And Indian Army soldiers were martyred in a gunfight between security forces and militants in Jammu and Kashmir's Udhampur district on Thursday. The incident occurred during a joint operation launched by the Indian Army and Jammu and Kashmir Police in the Dudu Basantgar area, based on specific intelligence about the presence of terrorists. Despite sustaining grievous injuries, the soldiers succumbed to his injuries. The operation is ongoing with additional reinforcement deployed in the area. This incident comes amid heightened tensions following a militant attack on tourists in Bahalgam, Jammu and Kashmir, which resulted in the deaths of 26 people, including 24 Indian tourists, 1 Nepali national, and 1 local Kashmiri. Protests have been organized in various parts of the country, including a torch-lighting protest in Agartala by the Rashtriya Hindu Bahini Tripura branch, demanding strict punishment for the terrorists involved. The houses of two elite terrorists Adil Hussain Thokar and Asif Sheikh, allegedly involved in the Bahalgam attack, were destroyed in separate blasts in Jammu and Kashmir on Thursday night. Security forces were conducting searches inside the houses when explosives stored inside went off, causing the destruction. Thokar, a resident of Anantnag district, is a key accused in April 22 Pahalgam massacre that killed 26 people, while Sheikh from Pulwama district is suspected to be involved in the conspiracy. Thokar reportedly received terror training in Pakistan in 2018 and has been acting as a local guide for Pakistani terrorists. Tension has gripped people living close to the line of control (LOC) and international border in Kashmir following the horrific Pahalgam attack that killed 26 people, mostly tourists. Residents in Uri, located near the LOC in Baramulla district, are apprehensive of another flare-up, recalling the 2016 Uri attack and subsequent surgical strikes by India. Locals are calling for peace and harmony, expressing solidarity with the Indian Army. Aftab, a local resident, said people living near the border area want peace and harmony. The Pahalgam terror attack is a shameful incident and we can see a tense situation near the border. We want only peace. The situation remains volatile with Pakistan opening fire along the LOC and India responding effectively. India has also taken strong diplomatic measures, suspending the Indus Water Treaty and closing the Atari border.
यही जो इंसिडेंट्स जो हुआ पहलगाम में ये पुलवामा के बाद एक बहुत बड़ा इंसिडेंस देखने में आ रहा है जिसमें तकरीबन 25 से 26 लोग जो है जाँ बहक हुए, जिसकी वजह से कश्मीर के अंदर काफ़ी तशवीशनाक माहौल है। और ख़ासकर बात करें हमारे बॉर्डरों के ऊपर भी इस वक्त काफ़ी तशवीशनाक माहौल देखने को मिल रहा है। और साथ साथ में कई सारे जो रात को ऑर्डर पास हुए कि वीज़े जो कैंसिल किए गए पाकिस्तान के, और कुछ लोग यहाँ पर थे उनको वापस जाने के लिए कहा गया, जो लोग वहाँ हैं उनको यहाँ आने के लिए कहा गया है। काफ़ी जो है इस वक्त हिंदुस्तान और पाकिस्तान के बीच में जो एक तशवीशनाक माहौल फैल चुका है।
पहलगाम के अंदर इंसिडेंट पेश आया। सरहदों पे अगर देखा जाए तो यहाँ की जो लोग हैं जैसे अमन चाहते हैं, हर साल अगर देखा जाए हर वक्त जो है सरहदों पे लोग जो है अमन चाहते हैं। फौज के हवाले से बात करें, यहाँ शाना बशाना फौज के साथ चलते हैं, लेकिन जो इंसिडेंट पेश आया काफ़ी शर्मनाक इंसिडेंट।
A wreath-laying ceremony was held in Jammu to pay tribute to Army Havaldar Jantu Ali Sheikh, who was killed in an anti-terror operation in Udhampur district on Thursday. Sheikh, a member of the Elite 6 Para Special Forces, was part of Operation Birli Gali, launched in the Basantgarh area. Despite sustaining grievous injuries, he fought valiantly but succumbed to his wounds. The General Officer commanding GOC of White Knight Corps and all ranks paid rich tributes to the fallen hero. Highlighting his exceptional dedication and operational skills, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha and Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh also honored Sheikh's service and sacrifice, reassuring support for his family. Sheikh hailed from Parthaghata village in West Bengal, where locals mourned his death. Viewers, will be taking a short break now. Welcome back, viewers. You're watching English Primetime. The Indian Army effectively responded to Pakistan's speculative firing along the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir on Thursday night, with no reports of casualties. The firing comes amid heightened tensions between the two nations following the Bahalgam terror attack, which killed 26 civilians, including a Nepali national. India has taken strict measures against Pakistan, including expelling Pakistani military attaches, suspending the Indus Water Treaty and shutting down the Attarali land transit post, citing cross-border links to the attack. The exchange of fire along the LOC is a recent development in the escalating tensions between India and Pakistan. An all-party meeting in Jammu and Kashmir convened by Chief Minister Omar Abdullah has passed a resolution strongly condemning the heinous and inhuman Pahalgam terror attack that killed 26 civilians. The meeting appealed to government of other states and union territories to protect Kashmirs from harassment and urge calm and unity in the face of terrorism. The resolution lauded the sacrifice of Poniwala's Adil Hussain Shah, who was martyred while trying to save tourists. And commended the people of Kashmir for their support to tourists and unity in condemning the attack. The parties also supported the steps taken by the union government and called for protecting Kashmiri students and citizens outside Jammu and Kashmir from harassment and intimidation. Former ISRO chief K. Kasturirangan, a renowned space scientist and key figure behind India's national education policy, passed away in Bengaluru on Friday at the age of 84. He was instrumental in shaping India's space program and education reforms. Kasturirangan served as the chairman of the drafting committee for the national education policy and held various prestigious positions, including Chancellor of Jawaharlal Nehru University and Director of the National Institute of Advanced Studies, Bangalore. Prime Minister Narendra Modi condoled his death, praising him visionary leadership and selfless contribution to the nation. His body will be kept at the Raman Research Institute on April 27 for public tributes. The Attari border in Punjab is witnessing a surge of Pakistani nationals rushing to return home after India revoked all visas issued to them, effective April 27 in response to the Pahalgam terrorist attack that killed 26 civilians, many including those who came for medical treatment like Fida Hussain, who was scheduled for a liver transplant and hurrying back before their treatment is completed or even initiated. Hussain, who arrived in India on April 22, expressed his distress at the sudden order. India's national married to Pakistanis like Shani are also making hasty returns to be with their children. India has advised its national residing in Pakistan to return home at the earliest and suspended visa services for Pakistani nationals with immediate effect. However, long-term visas issued to Hindu Pakistani nationals remain valid.
हम 22 तारीख को आए थे। वीजा तो मेरा 3 महीने का है। हम लीवर ट्रांसप्लांट कराया हुआ इलाज के लिए आया था इसीलिए। तो पहुंचे कब थे इधर? ये 22 तारीख को पहुंचा था। 22 को पहुंचे थे तो इलाज नहीं करवा पाए? नहीं, कल एक दिन तो तुमको दिल्ली तक तो एक दिन लग जाता है आने का। 23 तारीख को उधर पहुंचा था, फिर रात ये पैगाम मिला, इधर आ गया। क्या हुआ? कुछ भी नहीं कर सके।
तो आपकी शादी
कराची में हुई है। वहाँ पे
कितने बच्चे हैं?
4 बच्चे हैं मेरे छोटे। उनका वीजा नहीं दिया तो मैं अकेली आई थी अपनी माँ से मिलने, बहन से मिलने 15 दिन के लिए। लेकिन मुझे 6-8 दिन बाद जाना पड़ रहा है कि ये हादसा जो इस वजह से मुझे जल्दी से अपनी पैकिंग करके रात में निकलना पड़ा है। अभी सुबह मुझे कल ही हमें पता चला है। अभी सुबह में एक दिन का मोहलत दी, तो कम से कम 1 हफ्ते की मोहलत देनी चाहिए थी लोग को।
बच्चे पढ़ते हैं आपके वहाँ?
जी, वहाँ पे स्कूल पढ़ते हैं, ट्यूशन वगैरह सब जगह जाते हैं, मदरसे।
आपका पासपोर्ट नहीं बना हुआ?
नहीं, नेशनलिटी वहाँ की नहीं मिली अभी मुझे। यहीं इसी से वीजा लेती हूँ, यहीं से एम्बेसी से। अपने बच्चों को छोड़कर इतनी मुश्किल हालात में आई हूँ मैं अपनी माँ से मिलने कि मेरी माँ की तबीयत बहुत खराब थी। उनके खातिर आई हूँ अपने 4 बच्चों को छोड़ के। अब अगर बीच में मेरे लिए कोई परेशानी होगी तो बहुत बड़ा मेरे लिए वो हो जाएगा कि मैं कैसे रहूँगी, और अगर रास्ते बंद हो गए मेरे बच्चे वहाँ कैसे रहेंगे।
मेरे पर तो 45 दिन का वीज़ा था, मुझे आज ही के दिन में ही आई थी, एक हफ्ते में मुझे जाना पड़ रहा है, 6 दिन रही हूँ मैं इस हादसे की वजह से बस।
Several Indian women married to Pakistani nationals and having Pakistani children are stranded at the Attari border, struggling to return to Pakistan due to India's recent measures following the Bahalgam terror attack. India has revoked all visas issued to Pakistani nationals and advised its citizens residing in Pakistan to return home. The women holding Indian passports are facing difficulties crossing the border with their Pakistani children, who require a different travel document. Wajida Khan and Samina Bano are among those stuck at the border, appealing to the administration for assistance in crossing over to Pakistan with their children.
ये पता नहीं था और अब यहाँ पे आए तो पता चला है कि ऐसा इशू है कि इंडियन पासपोर्ट को क्रॉस नहीं करवाने दे रहे हैं, इसीलिए। और मेरे बच्चे पाकिस्तानी हैं। अधिकारियों से मिले, उन्होंने बोला इंडियन पासपोर्ट नहीं हो रहा है, सिर्फ ग्रीन पासपोर्ट क्रॉसिंग हो रही है। बट ये हो रहा है कि मेरे बच्चे पाकिस्तानी हैं और मैं इंडियन हूँ, तो मुझे तो जाना ज़रूरी है बच्चों के साथ। तो क्या कहना चाहिए सरकार से? मैं सरकार से यही मतलब कहना चाहती हूँ कि आपका बहुत बहुत मेहरबानी होगी कि मुझे क्रॉस करवा दे मेरे बच्चों के साथ। मैं यहाँ से मेरे बच्चों के साथ बॉर्डर क्रॉस करना चाहती हूँ।
बाड़मेर से रहने वाली हूँ और मेरी शादी पाकिस्तान हुई है। कब हुई? 2018 में हुई थी। और मेरा बच्चा है एक 2022 में हुआ था और ये पाकिस्तानी है बच्चा और मैं पाकिस्तान जाना चाहती हूँ और मेरे बच्चे हैं साथ में।
जी, तो बच्चे उधर के बहुत।
हाँ,
बच्चों का जन्म पाकिस्तान में हुआ?
हाँ, बच्चे के जन्म पाकिस्तान में हुए थे।
तो उनका पासपोर्ट उधर का बना हुआ है?
हाँ, पासपोर्ट उधर का ही बना हुआ है, पाकिस्तान का। और मैं पाकिस्तान जाना चाहती हूँ मेरे बच्चे के साथ। बच्चा अकेला नहीं जा सकता है।
The Indian Youth Congress organized a Tiranga march at Jantar Mantar in Delhi to pay tribute to the victims of the Pahalgam terror attack, which killed 26 people, mostly tourists. Led by IYC President Uday Bhanu and national media in charge Varun Pandey, the march showed solidarity with the victims and criticized Pakistan for his alleged support of terrorism in India. The participants chanted slogans like Vande Mataram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai, demanding that the central government take strong action against the culprits. The IYC leaders emphasized the need for a strong message to prevent such incidents in the future, following an all-party meeting where they stood in support of the government.
सरकार से हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशन ये है कि जल्द से जल्द इन लोगों ने ये किया है हमारे देश के लोगों के साथ, उनको पकड़कर उनको न्यूट्रलाइज किया जाए, उनको जान मौत के घाट उतारा जाए। जिस तरह से कल आल पार्टी मीटिंग हुई, हमारे नेता ने कहा है कि हम पार्टी के साथ हैं, हम सरकार के साथ हैं। और
A Delhi court has dismissed the plea of Tahawwur Rana, a 64-year-old Pakistani origin Canadian businessman accused in the 26/11 Mumbai terror attack case, seeking to talk to his family members. The court ruled not allowed, despite Rana's lawyer arguing that talking to a family member was a fundamental right and they were worried about his well-being. The National Investigation Agency (NIA) opposed the plea, citing the investigation's crucial stage and potential risk of Rana sharing crucial information with his family. Rana was remanded of 18-day custody on April 10 and faces allegation of being involved in a criminal conspiracy with co-accused David Coleman Hadley, who allegedly discussed the operation with Rana before visiting India. The Bhopal police have arrested two men, including Farhan Ali alias Faraz, in connection with the alleged rape and blackmail of 3 girls from a private college. A special investigation team, SIT, has been formed to probe the crime, and efforts are on the apprehend to the third accused, who is still at the large. The accused allegedly befriended one of the victims when she was a minor, raped her and shot a video to blackmail her. The incident came to light on April 18 and a case has been registered under the POC CSO and the MP Freedom of Religion Act. The investigation is ongoing and the number of victims and accused may increase as the probe progresses. Madhya Pradesh Cabinet Minister Vishwas Sarang has suggested that this might be a case of love jihad.
देखिए, मामला संज्ञान में आया, पुलिस ने सख्त कार्रवाई की है और जो भी दोषी उनको पकड़ा है, परंतु ऐसा लगता है कि एक कड़ी है, इसकी पूरी जांच की जा रही है। लव जिहाद जैसा विषय कहीं भी किसी भी स्तर पर किसी के भी द्वारा सहन नहीं किया जाएगा, बर्दाश्त नहीं किया जाएगा। इसीलिए कार्रवाई की है, एसआईटी गठित की है, क्योंकि ऐसा लगता है कि ये कड़ी लंबी है और यदि बहला फुसलाकर या अपनी पहचान छुपाकर इस तरह की हरकत की गई है तो अक्षम्य है। ये वो बेटियों की आइडेंटिटी को छुपाकर आगे की पूरी जांच की जा रही है। इसमें जो दोषी हैं उन पर कार्रवाई होगी, सख्त कार्रवाई होगी।
थाना बाग सेवनिया में एक पीड़िता ने रिपोर्ट दर्ज की है और ये घटना उस समय से शुरू है जब वो नाबालिग थी, तो उसने अपने विरुद्ध जो है दुष्कर्म की घटना रिपोर्ट की है और जो भी ब्लैकमेलिंग की बात बताई है उसके आधार पर भारतीय न्याय संहिता की धाराएं, पॉक्सो एक्ट की धाराएं में और जो भी और कंटेंट बनाया है, जो हमारा धार्मिक स्वातंत्र अधिनियम है उसकी धाराओं के तहत मामला दर्ज किया।
A wanted criminal, Rinku Gurjar, with a 25,000 bounty on his head, was shot dead in a gunfight with police in Meerut's Panchali Khurd village on Thursday evening. Gurjar, who was absconding in a connection with a murder case, allegedly opened fire at a resident, Azad, leaving him critically injured. Azad is currently undergoing treatment in the hospital. During the exchange of fire, Rinku Gurjar was shot and died on the spot. Superintendent of Police Rural Rakesh Kumar Mishra stated that a detailed inquiry is underway and the body has been sent for post-mortem examination.
थाना क्षेत्र जानी अंतर्गत गांव पांचली खुर्द से सूचना प्राप्त हुई थी कि एक व्यक्ति की गोली लगने से मौत हो गई है। स्थानीय थाना जानी पुलिस ने मौके पर पहुंचा, अटेंड किया। ये व्यक्ति रिंकू नामक इनामी अपराधी है जो 25,000 का इनामी अपराधी है और ये बदस्तूर फरार चल रहा था और हत्या के मामले में वांछित था। प्रारंभिक जानकारी में ये पता चला है कि गांव में इसने
The body of 23-year-old Roshan Sharma, a NEET aspirant from Delhi's Tughlakabad, was found near a railway track in the landmark city area on Thursday. According to the police, Sharma allegedly consumed poison, leading to his death. This incident marks the second alleged suicide by a NEET aspirant within 48 hours in Kota's coaching hub and the 12th since January. Sharma's parents has been visiting him for a few days ago, trying to convince him to return home, but he refused and they took away his clothes and belongings. The police retrieved Sharma's body from the bushes after passerby reported the incident. Sharma's phone was used to contact his parents, who revealed that he had threatened to end his life if he couldn't perform well in the NEET exam, which he was scheduled to take next month.
एक स्टूडेंट की लाश मिली थी जिसमें उसकी पहचान रोशन शर्मा और रंजीत शर्मा के रूप में हुई, जो दिल्ली का रहने वाला है और घर वालों के बताए अनुसार वो फिजिक्स वाला में रह करके तैयारी कर रहा था। रहता वो बोरखेड़ा थाना क्षेत्र में था, परंतु यहाँ उसकी बॉडी मिली थी मेरे थाना क्षेत्र, पवाड़ी थाना क्षेत्र में। परिजनों को सूचना दे दी, परिजनों और लाश मोर्चरी में रखवाई थी उसकी। अब पोस्टमार्टम की कार्रवाई चल रही है, परिजन आ गए हैं। प्रथम दृष्टया एफएसएल जब हमने मौके बुलाई थी, एफएसएल ने प्रथम दृष्टया पॉइजन से मृत्यु होना बताया है।
कब से यहाँ तैयारी कर रहे थे?
तकरीबन 3 साल से रह रहा बताया यहाँ पे कोटा के अंदर।
किसी तरह का सुसाइड नोट?
कोई सुसाइड नोट नहीं मिला।
A controversy erupted in Agartala's Joynagar Navodaya Singh area when a rickshaw bearing the national flag of Bangladesh was spotted on Indian soil. The rickshaw's owner, 62-year-old Dulal Mia, has publicly apologized to the people of India for the incident. According to reports, local youths noticed that the flag on the rickshaw and questioned how it ended up on an Indian vehicle. The driver who rented the rickshaw faced restriction in various areas due to the flag. The police arrived, arrested Mia and the driver, and are investigating the reason behind the painting the Bangladesh flag on the rickshaw. The incident has caused significant tension among locals, especially amid strained diplomatic relations between Bangladesh and India. An investigation is underway with both the owner and driver being questioned. Pakistani closure of its airspace to Indian airline has forced Air India to reroute its long-haul flights, causing delays and extended travel times for international flyers. Flights to and from North America, the UK, Europe and Middle East will take longer routes to bypass Pakistani airspace, resulting in increased operational cost and potential payload restriction. Air India regrets the inconvenience and emphasizes that passenger and crew safety remains its top priority. The airline advises passengers to verify flight status before heading to the airport and offers support through its helplines and website. This disruption is exempted to impact flight durations and schedule under further notice, with estimated loss of around ₹3 crore daily for Air India on its Europe and US flights. The United States has strongly condemned the heinous Bahalgam terror attack, which kills 26 civilians, mostly tourists, and stands in solidarity with India in its fight against terrorism. U.S. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce called for the perpetrators to be brought to justice and expressed condolences for the lives lost and those injured. President Donald Trump personally reached out to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to express solidarity and support, assuring full backing from the United States in combating terrorism. The U.S. is closely monitoring the rapidly changing situation but refrained from commenting on potential involvement on Pakistan or taking a position of the status of Jammu and Kashmir. This is all for Nltv English Primetime. For more news and updates, keep watching Nagaland TV.